Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and today I have another kiln opening for you. I'm just getting sort of back into the swing of things after vacation, so we'll see if I can still remember all the combos. First shelf is looking pretty good. A little bit hot. That looks interesting. This is Bougainvillea. Am I saying that right now? Everybody keeps changing it on me. We'll call it Boogie Pink in honor of Sarah Walton. Boogie Pink over white. And this is Purple Aster by Mako over Studio White with Dirty Snow. Same here, Purple Aster. Actually, it's just Purple Aster by itself with Dirty Snow. I really like that Purple Aster glaze. You know, after I just basically went over and added it to the cart, I'm like gonna get a big container of that one. I think it's a great one. Is there a curl spot on this one? This is Laguna's Blue Nebula. And this is the cup my cat knocked onto the floor. I decided to glaze it anyway. It has kind of a fun squashed look to it. That is the Speckled Blues in Studio White, and it's got a little bit of Dirty Snow on the rim. Purple Aster again. Yeah, I really love that glaze. This is Ivy by Mako by itself. Crystallizes a lot more when it's by itself than over the Studio White. The Speckled Blues Stroke and Coat over white with Dirty Snow. And this is the same combo, but this time as a modifier, I'm using pearl white on the rim. So maybe a little bit less of a white definition, but still getting that running sort of effect. Mako's Ivy over white. Okay. This is Black Shadow with Honey Flux. That's a glaze I'm probably going to do a review video on maybe next week, but yeah, really pretty on the inside there. Textured Kiwi over white. Same combo here. Textured kiwi fruit by itself is more of a green glaze, but over white it starts to pull out some of those brown undertones. Floating Celadon over white. And this is River Birch and Pearl white over night. Loving that combo. I thought I remembered it coming out well in another combo last time, and I was definitely right. Storm Cloud over white. Again, Storm Cloud. Ancient Jasper. That's by itself, 2 brushed coats. Kimchi over white. Mako's Micro Pearl by itself. Micro Pearl has been really consistent for me. It pretty much looks that good every time, so I'm definitely loving that. Again with Micro Pearl. And this is the glaze I'm calling Merlot. That's a chrome tin purple. And this, I believe, is the Merlot over white. Wow, that's really pretty this time around. Interesting. I think, honestly, I think I put a little bit of pearl white on that rim. You can kind of see that it's a different color there than normal. So Merlot with a little bit of pearl white on the rim. And this is Tauve. Variegated slate with strontium crystal magic on the rim. Looks like I did quite a few with that floating celadon. Another one here with that variation. Floating celadon looks like it's giving a little bit more of a hint of blue this time too, which is interesting. Oops. It's floating celadon that has somehow gotten a brush of autumn purple. Whoops, I don't know how that happened, but maybe I picked up the wrong brush there. Floating celadon. Sunrise over white. I'm sorry, that's tiger's eye over white. Yeah, my tiger's eye went a little bit more peachy this time. Oop, and it looks like I was a little heavy on it too. But this is just tiger's eye by itself. And this is also tiger's eye by itself, and you know, definitely layering down on this one. One coat is giving fine coverage there. You can sort of see it here and not running. So one coat towards the very bottom. Variegated slate again. I have a few of these variegated slate cups. And this is Black Shadow with, I believe, pearl white. And I think it might have gotten a spot of something else as well. Black Shadow looks like it really needs the two coats. You can see where there's one. It's a little thin on that edge. But we can experiment more with that next time. June purple. Magenta sky by itself with a small imperfection in the middle there. To refire that, but it's so pretty, that magenta sky. Nori green over studio white. And here we have overnight, we have the Amicos River Birch and the Spectrum Pearl White over that. And just a little teeny spot of coral, but that should be very easy to fix in a refire. And I really think that's really pretty. Yeah, that's a winner. That's pretty. Same combo here, and it did not crawl. And this is emerald green with pearl white. Emerald green is a mixed glaze that I mix. And this is Chun Seafoam overnight. I think I have another one here. This is Chun Seafoam overnight with a little bit of pearl white. I sort of ran a big Chun Seafoam test in this glaze load because I'm doing a review video on that. So there'll be a lot of Chun Seafoam in here. Chun Seafoam over white. Ivy over white. And this is also ivy over white. Ivy over black. This combo often crawls, but because it's usually in the bottom, I can usually fix it very easily. So it's still selling really well for me. So I'm hesitant to give it up, even though I know it has that glaze problem and needs two firings. I've just been kind of going with it. Micro pearl with Hansen taupe. Nori green again. Well, this one didn't crawl. Ivy overnight. Magenta sky overnight. Looks like it needed another coat there. Very subtle hint of purple, but not as much as I was hoping for. Again, magenta sky overnight. Here's a glimpse at the next shelf. Okay, this bowl was kimchi and sunrise. Might brighten up a little bit as it cools. It's a little bit hot right now. Looks pretty good though. Oh, sorry. That one was attached to the kiln shelf. It was in a pile of other glaze that was on my shelf. Sadness. This is a refire, trying to just get a little bit more glaze on that rim, and it does look like it did. And that is sunrise, a little bit of bougainvillea over white. It's got tangerine on the inside. Ginger, 2 coats. It's Hansen taupe on the inside. Sunrise and variegated dove. To get that sunrise color to show with the dove, I'm wiping back the dove a little bit where I put the sunrise glaze. This one looks like it might have been a victim of kiln shelf dust. I don't know if you can see that. I think I had some stuff from the shelf above drop down onto it. I don't know if that'll be fixable in a refire or not. Not particularly rough, but my shelves definitely need some maintenance. Well, that's a pretty look. Okay, so this is Victoria green with honey flux on the rim. I'm surprised that honey flux is giving it some purple hints in there. June pink and Val's turquoise. One of my favorites in my last load was a tiny ring dish that had this combination, so I did a few more of that. Looks pretty solid as far as combos go. Looks like it is doing the same thing on each piece, so yeah. June Prairie Pink is a chrome tin pink, and then just Val's turquoise on the rim. And this is the June Prairie Pink and June Prairie Purple. This was a lavender mist refire. I put autumn purple over it. I think I had a spot of crawl. I can't remember. Those are the glazes though. What was wrong with that one? Okay. Blue opal, the mixed glaze with pearl white. Spectrum's ginger, 2 brushed coats by itself. Sorry, it's, I want to say fuzzy peach, but it doesn't look like it. That must be sunrise over white. This was June purple, and I believe it has a bit of blue opal on that rim. This was June pink with rose quartz, and has an unfortunate dot of something black in the middle. I think that's sort of the problem with glazing crazy. You're just like, glazes everywhere and I'm putting them on and there's, you know, specks of things flying. I think that was a speck of possibly nori green. This is variegated slate with pearl white, and interesting that that behaved itself. So Spectrum's pearl white looks like something that can be used with a lot of the glazes I already have. This was a little bit of pearl white over ancient jasper. I feel like I just heard that one ping. I'll have to watch that one, see if it crazes at all. And this is the night with river birch. I think so far, river birch might be my favorite Amico glaze. I'm definitely that and honey flux. I seem to be reaching for both of those a lot lately, so I'm trying to decide which other Amico glaze to add to my cart for a glaze review video. Oh, what did I do here? I dipped this in blue opal, and then I dipped the top in June purple. I don't know why it looks the way it does, but those are purple and blue. Great. Pearl white on blue opal. Oh, this was sitting in a bad spot on the kiln. That's not the glaze that was on the piece, that is the glaze on the shelf. And that is Nimbus by itself. And this piece had some wood ash on it, so I'm not sure if that's making the Nimbus a little bit muted, more so than usual, but autumn purple and nebula blue. And this is Delft with floating blue and snow. Rose quartz over white. Speckled grapple over white with dirty snow. This was a refire. This was the fruit of the vine over pearl white that didn't do so well. I added some shipwreck. Still not the best, but maybe sellable. This is a thin coat of cactus by itself. Blue opal and dirty snow. Again, blue opal and dirty snow. And this is blue opal with pearl white. Blue opal and I believe honey flux. I'm sorry, it's blue opal and a little bit of floating blue actually, and I think honey flux, but it's kind of weird. There's like a thin spot there. That might go in the refire pile. I think this is Delft with pearl white and floating blue. Hopefully I can tell those apart. I have a person that's interested in a larger order of those. So slate and strontium crystal magic. The pink and Val's turquoise. And magenta sky overnight. Shelf 3 is looking pretty good. You see one huge spot of crawl in that autumn purple bowl. I don't know what happened there. June pink and purple. This was a refire. I tried adding autumn purple to this magenta sky cup. Still, it was a little thin before, a little thicker now, but not a huge difference. I'm afraid I'm going to bump that one off. This is June purple and shipwreck. Speckled grapple over June purple. No modifier. I usually do a modifier on the rim, and I didn't here. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like solid. I do think I prefer it with either some sort of flux on that rim. This is strontium gloss. Fuzzy peach. If anyone's looking for fuzzy peach, I saw they still had it in stock at Dick Blick earlier today. That is that by itself. Fuzzy peach. All right, so what happened with our autumn purple with the huge, huge crawl spot? Did I just forget to put glaze there? It has white glaze, and it looks like, I don't know. It's autumn purple, and apparently it needs a refire. Autumn purple over studio white, so that was the studio white you're seeing. June pink and purple. This hot kiln is killing my hair. Delft floating blue and pearl white. That is floating blue and dirty snow over white. My tests with Delft and floating blue and pearl white. I think this is Delft and floating blue and pearl white as well. I'm gonna have to look at those a little bit. Figure out why they look different. Delft floating blue and dirty snow. Delft floating blue and pearl white. Some of these have opal on them too, so I think this must be the Delft blue opal with pearl white. Night floating blue and pearl white. I'm sorry, dirty snow. So I was trying to run some tests to see if I like pearl white in some cases more than I like dirty snow, to kind of see how that works as a modifier. You know, I think over the light glazes, I really like the pearl white. Sometimes over the dark glazes, I like the sort of added whiteness of dirty snow. It's pretty. Yeah, I think it's just Delft floating blue and pearl white again. My Blue Heaven and Dirty Snow. Purple Haze. I'm sorry, it's mostly Fruit of the Vine, but there was a little bit of Purple Haze on the brush, so those are the speckles you see are from Purple Haze, but it's mostly Fruit of the Vine over white with Dirty Snow. Leaping Lizard over white. Again, Night, Floating Blue, and Dirty Snow. One of my standard combos, huh? My Blue Heaven, Dirty Snow on the rim. Really like my Blue Heaven. I'm glad I got another container of that. And this is Purple Haze over white with Dirty Snow on that rim. Actually, I'm sorry, I believe it's Pearl White on the rim. Fruit of the Vine, Dirty Snow. June Perry Pink and Purple. Autumn Purple over white. This is Blue Opal with a little bit of black shadow on the rim. Storm Cloud over white. Let's see what happened here. Oh, I know what it was. So it was originally Sand and Sea, and it had like the really big crawl spots. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to be fixed. I put some more glaze over top, I believe Floating Blue, to see if I could sort of pull it together. Still some crawl spots there, but it's better than it was. I may actually fire it a third time. I think that one has potential to be fixed. Slate and Pearl White. I don't know. I didn't think I'd done that combo twice, but I guess I did. And this is Dove Gray with Autumn Purple. Nimbus over Studio White. And this is Autumn Purple over Studio White. This was a refire. It was Midnight and Dove, and it had like a chunk of something on it. I scraped off and sanded down and then put a little bit of Shipwreck in the middle to kind of even it back out. Norse Blue over white. This was Sand and Sea over white with a crawl spot. I put Leaping Lizard over that crawl spot. It is still a little light in that spot. It is covered. I'll have to think on that one as to whether I want to hit it again. And this is Delft Floating Blue and Snow. My Chun Seafoam tests and things for my glaze video are all down here. I will try to remember what ones are what, but it's complicated. All right, here is Chun Seafoam over white. And it had a little bit of Victoria green on the inside there. This, I believe, is Chun Seafoam and Oatmeal. I'll go into these glazes more in the review video later this week about it. Chun Seafoam, and I believe that's Light Flux. Chun Seafoam and Lynette Opal. Chun Seafoam over Night. Chun Seafoam with Jen's Juicy Fruits. That one's pretty. And this is Chun Seafoam with Shipwreck and Snow. It's really quite pretty. But yeah, lots of combinations with these, so a little bit hard to tell what's what for sure, but I will look back at my video for that. I believe that's Chun Seafoam and Autumn Purple. Chun Seafoam and Honey Flux. Chun Seafoam and River Birch. So I think what I'm realizing here is that Chun Seafoam with a flux looks very similar in almost all cases. So it matters less what flux you're using, but I will go through these and I will, if any are wrong, you can see it in the review video. Autumn Purple with Chun Seafoam. This one is a mystery to me. This is Chun Seafoam with something that's looking really pretty, and it's not a combo I've ever done before. So I'm going to figure that out. I'm wondering if it's Chun Seafoam in Black Shadow, but I will check. This, I think, is Chun Seafoam and possibly no clue. No clue. I mean, it looks like it could be Lynette Opal, but it could also be Honey Flux or Pearl White. And this is Chun Seafoam with the shipwreck and a little teeny bit of snow on that rim. Chun Seafoam with Strontium Crystal Magic. And this is Chun Seafoam with Dirty Snow. This is Chun Seafoam with Pearl White. You can see they're all looking pretty similar. This is a cup that I had drawn in underglaze pencil, and the glaze had dribbled, and I didn't realize the underglaze pencil would wipe right off when I was cleaning it up for a firing. So you only have one small section of drawing that is still visible. But yeah, it had Chun Seafoam on the inside and on that bottom rim. Chun Seafoam and Ancient Jasper. That's kind of a shocking combo. I'm surprised it went so metallic there. Really interesting. Although if that's Ancient Jasper, then what's this? Did I do two? Maybe. This is Chun Seafoam by itself, just two brushed coats. And this is our, I was running a test to see if I could dip Chun Seafoam if it was mixed properly. So this is two dips at a second each with drying time in between. And that did give us full coverage. Chun Seafoam with likely Lynette Opal. I think this is, yeah, this is Chun Seafoam with Strontium Crystal Magic. Vals with a dip of June Purple, but you really can't see the June Purple. Chun Seafoam, I believe, with Autumn Purple. Chun Seafoam over white. Chun Seafoam over night. You guys, I did so many Chun Seafoam tests. Chun Seafoam and what was the other one? Oh, one of these is Chun Seafoam with Running Hot Chowder. I don't think it's this one though. They all look remarkably similar. I think this might be the Running Hot Chowder one. Just a few last ones here. That's Laguna Sea Gold over white. Blue Opal with Pearl White. Strontium Gloss with Autumn Purple. This is Delft with Chun Seafoam. My Blue Heaven over white. Laguna Nebula Blue. Floating Blue and Dirty Snow over Delft. And this last one is Emerald with Pearl White. All in all, I think it was a pretty great kiln opening. Not too many refires. A lot of good combos. A few new and interesting combos. I think maybe this bowl is the best piece. And this is the one that I'm most interested in figuring out what it is. Yeah, I think the Delft combos look good too. And again, the River Birch combo, I think this is probably my second favorite piece, even though it's got a problem. If this gave you some ideas for your own glazing endeavors, I'd love it if you liked and subscribed. Thanks for watching.